I went in for routine colonoscopy back in 2018, January of 2018. And while during the procedure, somehow I vomited and aspirated and was sent to the hospital. This was a routine colonoscopy. And I went in completely healthy and was sent out on a stretcher to the emergency room. The initial recovery was in a few different steps. I was in the hospital for 4 days, and then I was sent home and I was on oxygen for a couple, maybe 2 to 3 months after that, where I was basically either bedridden or on a couch, 24-hour-a-day oxygen. And then the phase after that was probably 7 months before I could even get back to trying to go to work. It was stepped where it was maybe 2 hours a day of desk work and then to 4 hours a day. And it basically went to that level. And as I sit here today, I'm still not fully recovered, but I deal with it. Basically, during the very early stages, talking to different people that know me and knew what happened to me, it was consistent across the board between professionals that I know, as well as even an anesthesiologist friend of the family from up north who said, you really need to get a lawyer. Something was wrong. They did something wrong and they need to be held accountable. To date, we're over $60,000 in medical bills, and I'm sure that will just continue. Something that I really learned from this is when you go in for a procedure or any medical, you really want to make sure the person that you're putting your life in their hands is competent, has a full understanding of your medical history, and don't take anything for granted because you really should be interviewing them more than them interviewing you for the procedure, because there's, just like anything else, there's good and bad. There's good doctors and bad doctors. And just because they practice, it doesn't make them a good doctor. Sean is just an amazing guy. I am so blessed to have met him. He's a real class act. He's an intelligent man. He's caring. He's professional. He's courteous. You don't meet people like that all the time. You always think that people would be that way. But I can tell you, over 3 years of dealing with Sean, he has consistently been that type of a man. And I think if there's anything that's come out of this positive, meeting Sean and having that experience with him by our side and guiding us through it made the biggest difference of all. I don't think I ever would have pursued any action if it hadn't been for having him dealing with all of the steps from the very beginning right through to the very end. He really was a great person to work with.